Hello, what is happening? We're game week 13. This is a midweek one, so I've got to record a video during the week, which is alright. It's fine. After weekend's fixtures, though, the top six have none of them win. You know, like the big six, including Arsenal. I think we should say the top five now, because I'm a Hull fan, and next year we're going to be playing Arsenal in the league, which is going to be fun. We'll be in the Championship when we get promoted. But moving on to this week's fixtures, though, we start off with Wolves versus Chelsea. Both teams lost on the weekend. Wolves, of course, losing to Villa on that last-minute penalty. Chelsea losing to Everton away to a penalty as well. Do you think there'd be a penalty in this game? Maybe. But I've gone for a Chelsea 2-0. I think Wolves without Raul Jimenez isn't going to be strong. I think Chelsea are going to react to their loss against Everton and come away with a pretty comfortable win. I've just not been impressed with Wolves so far this season. They haven't been fantastic. Next game today, which is Tuesday, is City against West Brom. I think this is going to be, I've gone for City to score in both halves. They're the dominant team. It's going to be a big game. When City play at home, and it's only City, when City play at home against a team like West Brom, the odds for anything is absolutely shocking. I couldn't really find anything I felt comfortable with without, going too far out of reason. But for them to both score in both halves, I thought, why not? I've not really done a bet like that so far this season, so I'll throw it in there. Moving on to Wednesday, we've got Arsenal, the previous Big Six, against a team that's in the top six, which is Southampton. They're in fourth at the moment. An impressive win against Sheffield United at home, regardless of what kind of form Sheffield United are in, to beat them 3-0 at home like what they did. James Ward-Prowse is on fire. I've gone for a Southampton plus 0.05. What that means is Southampton a draw that will come in. I also think Southampton will win the game. The odds for them to win, let me just pull it real quick. The odds for Southampton to win tomorrow is insane. It's 9-4 for them to go to beat Arsenal. Arsenal completely out of form. Confidence is shot. I don't think they've got many midfielders after Xhaka getting sent off. I don't know how El Neni didn't get sent off as well against Burnley. But either way, Burnley did grab the win. But Southampton are very good money for them to go and beat Arsenal tomorrow, and I think they will. Next game is Leeds against Newcastle. Another 2-1, but for the home team this time. I've gone for both teams to score. Newcastle aren't too bad away from home. They do score a few goals, and I think they will grab one against Leeds. But I think Leeds are going to be too strong for Newcastle. But then again, I'm not really being impressed with Leeds either. I think a lot of people had them a lot higher than what they are. But they're kind of plodding along. They are conceding quite a lot of goals. A lot more than what Newcastle are, surprisingly. But they have scored 16, and I think they'll come out as winners. And then we've got a very interesting, tasty game. Everton, are they, getting back to where they were before, especially the win against Chelsea? They did pretty well in that game, but the other games haven't been great. Leicester smashed Brighton 3-0, easy game. Both teams to score. We're going for a 3-2. I think this will be the highest scoring game of the week. I think Leicester, should come out on top, but I think both teams to score is a pretty comfortable bet for this game. And then we're into Fulham and Brighton. Fulham have been very good, like very, very good. It's kind of not scary, but impressive, like how good they've been. Obviously, when you compare it to Brighton, it doesn't look as great. Scored a few more goals, got 3 more points, but they haven't been that bad. And I think they've been pretty unlucky. They did very well to get a point against Liverpool, and I think they'll get a point against Brighton as well. I've got them on the double chance, like I do with Southampton. So a draw or a win in Fulham goes into my favour. I just don't see Brighton winning this game after losing to Southampton at home, and then the way they got beat by Leicester. I said there was inconsistent in the prediction, but Fulham at home, I think London's going back into tier 3 lockdown, so I'm not too sure if there's going to be a crowd there. I know that would make a difference, as it did against Liverpool. Speaking about Liverpool, the biggest game of the weekend. I'm used to games being on the weekend. In the midweek is Liverpool against Spurs. I've gone against Liverpool. Now, I have a slight more bias towards Spurs because I hate Liverpool. I really do. I can't stand them. Like everybody, all my friends, my brother, are all Liverpool fans. So I want them to fail. But I think Spurs, we have to show them a little bit more respect. And if Spurs don't win this game, if they lose this game, then okay, they're not the real deal. This is the game I've been saying for so long, is whether Spurs are the real deal. Away to Anfield, where they aren't lost in the league. I know they lost in the Champions League for 3 years? If they go there and get a result, then yes, Spurs are title contenders. I think just getting a result against Liverpool, regardless of what team you are, is a very, very impressive result. If they can do, then great. But Liverpool, they showed the fighting spirit. And I think the Fulham game will go a lot like Fulham and the Spurs game, where Spurs might go 1-up, Liverpool come back, who are, applying all the pressure in the second half. It's going to be all one team. It's all going to be Liverpool. Spurs are going to be trying to hit them on the counter, and they're very good odds for in the alternative with Spurs or a draw. So I think it's also evens. I mean, if you just do it by the fraction odd, so it's a very good bet, I think. But who knows? Top of the table clash. Let me know what you guys think. Who's going to win this game? Spurs or Liverpool? I know everyone will say Liverpool, but do Spurs have a chance? Next game is a very interesting game as well, which is West Ham against Palace. I'm going to go for West Ham. They've been very impressive. I've gone again for both teams to score. I was impressed with Palace against Spurs. You know, they showed the fighting spirit to come back. I think the crowd affected that as well. But again, another London game. Is there going to be a crowd there? I am not too sure. But I think West Ham have been very, very impressive, and they will come out on top. Palace will show a good game. But they are kind of inconsistent, so I could maybe even see them getting beat like 3-0, just the way that Palace are at the moment. Even though they have been impressive in the last two, but I just can't see them getting anything out of this game. Next one is Villa Burnley. Ugh. I really don't want to predict this one because Villa away from home are brilliant. You know, they go to Wolves, they go to Arsenal. I think they went to Fulham, and then there's another game where they won away from home. Brilliant. But then at home against Southampton, against Brighton, against Leeds, the shit. You know, they beat Liverpool on 7-2, but that was quite a long time ago now. But since the season's kind of got more into it, they've not been fantastic, and Burnley are getting back to being Burnley. You know, being difficult to beat. Very close score lines. After that, Man City 5-0. They drew against Everton. They beat Palace 1-0, and they also beat Arsenal 1-0 away from home. Just to remind Arsenal fans of that. And I just think it's going to be a very tight one. I've gone for an under 2.5 goals. I think this could be like a 0-0, maybe 1-0. Villa was very tight in the last game against Wolves. But I think this is going to be another tight one. And then the last game of the weekend is Sheffield United against Manchester United. I've gone for Man United to win, both teams to score. I did say United and both teams to score, but I didn't want you guys getting confused that I was choosing Sheffield United or Man United. But I think United will win out 3-1. I think United in the league away from home, Man United that is, are very good, especially compared to what they are at home. I just think, it kind of gives them more chance, but depending on how the game reacts, I think if Sheffield United score first, then this will definitely happen, but I think United will run out as clear winners. Sorry, there's some knocking outside. It's pretty warm as well for December, but United will run out as clear winners in this one and carry on climbing up the table. Let me know what you guys think of the predictions. Put your predictions down below. If you guys like it, yeah, I don't know how to say this. If you guys like the video, like the video. Wait, if you guys enjoyed the video, there we go. If you guys enjoyed the video, like the video. What is the knocking? I don't know if you guys can hear it. Alright. Fuck the knocking, like the video, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!